Hi, this is Jessica Mays, Infusionsoft Certified Consultant, and today I'd like to show you how to have the same email address active in a sequence more than once in Campaign Builder. So before we get started, you are probably thinking, many of you are probably thinking, why on earth would I want the same email address active in a sequence more than once in Campaign Builder? I completely get that. The way, Infusionsoft or Campaign Builder is set up, to run and to kind of save us from ourselves is that if an email address is in the sequence more than once active at the same time, it will skip the second occurrence or the duplicate occurrence of the email address so that an email address is not getting multiple messages. And I would say most of the time that's a good thing. It's good that that's kind of the default way that things run. But what I also know from working with Infusionsoft customers is that sometimes you do want to have an email address active in a sequence more than once. And I'll tell you, when I think about examples, it typically involves businesses that serve kids, or at least serve families where more than one person in the household is being served. So let's take kids, for example. So if perhaps you have a camp, right? And kids sign up, the parents sign the kids up for the camp. So you've got 2 or 3 kids in the camp. You would like to send out like a confirmation email to reflect each person that has been signed up. But the email address is probably the same for each kid, and it's probably the grown-up attached to that child, those kids, the grown-up's email address. So the grown-up, probably signs up 3 different kids but uses the same email address. So you may want to have confirmation emails go out for every person that has been registered. And if it's the same email address, the way that Infusionsoft works, the way Campaign Builder works, is it'll only go out one time. So this is a workaround for situations like that. All right, here's what it breaks down to. You're going to need to prep your emails in the template section of Infusionsoft, and I'll show you what that means in just a second. If you already have these emails, like if you're going to go in and tweak an existing campaign, no big deal. You can save the emails that sit in Campaign Builder, you can save them as templates. I'll show you how to do that as well. Then you need to set up action sets for each email that needs to go out. That's the key to this, is that the emails have to be sent out via an action set rather than via the email icon in Campaign Builder. And then you set up your campaign. So once you have these templates and once you have action sets prepped, you go in and you set up your campaign. Like I said, you certainly can go set up your templates, go set up your action sets, and then tweak your existing campaign. But anyways, we'll cover that in a second too, and always test. Okay, let's hop into Infusionsoft and do this. All right, so first things first, we would want to go ahead and create the templates that need to go into this particular campaign. So if you don't have the emails yet, you can start from scratch by going into Marketing Templates and creating the emails that you need by clicking the drop-down over to the right, Add a Template, Email. Okay, so you get all your emails prepared. If the emails already exist, let's say we're gonna tinker with an existing campaign. Go into the campaign, so go Campaign Builder, which is under Marketing. Let's pull something up that, let's, I don't think there's an email in there, so let's, let me find one that has emails in it. All right, so let's go into LCM, this one that I have in my campaign library. Okay, so I open up an existing campaign because I want to do what we're talking about today. So rather than recreate those emails, what I can do is I can open up the sequence where the emails are. So right here, for example. Yep, here's an email. Okay, great. Open it up. There we go. This email drop is a drop-down. This email button is a drop-down. So I can save this as a template. So then I name it. I'm just going to keep it the default copy of confirmation and email 1. Save. That now has been added to the template section of my app. Okay, That's that. So you would do that for all of the emails that need to go out of your campaign. So that's step one. Okay, now, oops, let me open that back up. Oh, so then the action sets. Now we have to create the action set. So ultimately where we're going with this, let me show you, is we're going to, rather than have this icon in here, we're going to have this icon in its place. I'm not connecting these because we're swapping it out. So it's going to be this one instead of this one. Okay, so to have anything to put in here, we have to go create the action set. So let's go do that. Okay, I'm just hopping out of Campaign Builder. Okay, now action sets, that is taken care of in marketing settings. Click on that. Over to the left, you have your section called action sets. Click on that. We're going to add an action set. You can do this for each and every email that needs to go out. So we're going to call this multi-email address demo so that I can find it very easily when I go and configure this back in Campaign Builder. So the action is going to be send an email. The email is going to be the one that we used to just directly send out of Campaign Builder. Darn, I can't remember what I named it, so we're going to, I think it's copy of. Yeah, here it is. Save this. It's all set. We will now head back into Campaign Builder and configure this. Alrighty, we were working in this one. And in this sequence right here, get rid of this email. I'm just going to take it out for right now. I'm going to replace it with the action set that we just created. And that's that. Okay, so I would head out of here, I would publish my changes, and now if I dropped 2 contact records in here, both with the same email address, the email would go out both times. So that was what I was demonstrating here. So as you can see, this is not necessarily ideal. So that's why this, if we put it back, that would not happen. We put 2 contact records in at the same time with the same email address, they would not receive the email twice, as long as both contacts were active in the sequence at the same time. And that is really probably the best practice or the default way of doing things. But if you have a scenario in your business where you need the opposite, this is how you can do it.